What's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Line in the Stars. I'm Jordan, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Defiant build series. Oh man, it has been an actual minute since I've had a chance to work with this model. When I did the first video last week, it had been a while since I'd taken a look at it and thought about it, and to be real, as it sits here on top of my new little turntable, which I'm super excited about, I am also super giddy. So, now we're going to start today by getting our panel lines defined. There are so many cool panel lines on this ship. And, yeah, we're going to start there. And then, it's kind of a simple one. We're going to be doing all the panel lines for all of the parts, which aren't that many. And then we're going to go ahead and paint all of our clear pieces. And then we'll kind of talk a little bit at the end, after we finish our clear pieces, about what the next steps are going to be, which is going to be fascinating, because this is going to have a complicated paint scheme, as well as a bunch of decals, which, for me, sounds all the more interesting. So, what I've done is I've created my panel line wash. I know you can buy some, and I don't know. I just kind of like making it. We'll see how this turns out this time around. It turned out really well on the NX-01. Basically, it's just black paint with a little bit of white mixed in, just to kind of dull down the black a little bit. I used a flat black, and then we have just our paint thinner. So it's really down to a wash at this point, so it's nice and thin. So, if you didn't see it on the NX-01 series, what we're going to be doing is called the capillary effect. What we do here is we take our brush, very fine point, load it up with the paint, and then what I'm going to do is very carefully touch on the model, and you will see it's spread. Super cool. So, my little turntable here is super cool. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, it's kind of a cool way of defining our hull panels and offering some depth to the model. It did an amazing job for the NX-01. Look at that. Oh man. It's a little bit of schmutz over the top there. Wow. So last time I didn't go as thin, and I wanted to go a little thinner this time. And I think that was the right call. Although my brush, for whatever reason, it's not wanting to cooperate. So I'm going to try to avoid touching the bottom. So I learned about this technique from the Millennium Falcon build, actually. And I'm not too worried about getting any of this little extra paint here and there. Oh, it's such a cool effect. So it's called the capillary effect, if I didn't mention it already. I believe I did, but kind of like we would do in school with the what's it called? The celery, where you put the dye. Then you watch how it goes through the celery stalk, and it's very much the same effect. What I learned last time was just kind of hold it down for a moment. Let that paint get out. Super satisfying. Yeah, I was really looking forward to doing this on this model. Watched a couple episodes of DS9 the other day, and as I was getting ready for this, just thinking about the ship made me happy. This is... I'm kind of conflicted when it comes to Starfleet ships. Like, I love all the hero ships. You know, all the Enterprises. The Enterprise D is probably my favorite, if I'm being real. I've had a toss-up between that and the E. If you'd asked me when I was a kid, it would have definitely been the E. Like, not necessarily a kid. Gosh, how old was I when First Contact came out? I was in the 7th grade? Was that 7th grade? Oh my god. My dad let me skip school so I can go watch it at the premiere. Super cool. It's a big deal. So yeah, around that time, like the E was definitely my favorite. But these days, the D is probably my favorite of all the Enterprises. But I think this ship, like the Defiant class, is one of my favorite classes of ship in Star Trek. Whether it's the favorite, I don't know. The Akira class is definitely up there. Centaur class, which is kind of cool, which is what we're seeing right now in the Star Trek Resurgence video game play series. Oh man, I gotta be honest, I'm really pleased with how well the paint is running here. Oh, that's looking so good. See, I kind of go back and forth with my favorite Starfleet ships. But the Defiant is definitely top 3. Easy. And like I was saying, I've been wanting to build this since I was a kid. Not sure, like when I stopped building models, this was not really available yet. It's kind of interesting. I'm now seeing and paying attention to how, how long it takes for model companies to start designing models and stuff like that. Specifically, like with Star Wars and Star Trek, there's been a bunch of new ships. Thinking specifically like either the Titan A or the Enterprise G, depending on which way you want to look at that. And some of the newer Starfleet ships out from the Picard era. Now, not to say that there's not a ton. I think we're going to be moving on to I got my eyes on a Klingon bird of prey from Star Trek 3, the HMS Bounty, actually, is the one that I got my eye on right now. There's also really large scale, like a 1/350 Katinga class, and I'm curious about that one. It's a little expensive. I purchased one expensive model. You guys haven't seen it yet. Man, I can't wait to show you. Cannot wait to show you. There it is. A little bit of Schmitz there. Once again, I'm not going to worry too much about it just because we're going to be doing some panel paint work, and then there's likely going to be sitting where there's not paint. There's likely going to be what's it called? Decals there. This has got a big book of decals, which I'm excited about. Something kid me would have just shuddered at the thought of saying. Super satisfying when it does that. Just immediately hits it. I'm trying to be a little more careful here, though. I'm saying it's okay, but I'm trying to be a little more careful. This brush is not quite as fine as I'd like it to be, as it used to be. Or the NX-01 had bigger hull panels, which is likely what the case is. Yeah, just totally missed that one. See that? Jesus. What a dumb. What a dumb. I'm not a smart man. Ooh. I have been thinking about. Now, they're stupid expensive, so I don't even know why I'm saying this sentence. But a 3D printer and designing something. I don't even know why I'm putting that stupid thought out there. So, just, forget that I said that. Down the line, maybe. Yeah, looks so good. And this time around, like I said, I got it just a little thinner, and so it's just going. I had to get it to work. I had to work it last time. Although I am making a mockery of my original paint job here. My goodness. We will touch anything up that we need to, of course, but slow down. Try to hit the corner. Can. Oh, God. Nice. Huh. Huh. Oh, that was a good one. I'm going to be quiet for a moment because that seems to be working better. Oh, man. So good. If any of you guys have seen the newer Star Trek shows, what do you think of the newer ships? Specifically, not talking the Odyssey. The Odyssey we've seen around for a long time now. But Season 2's Stargazer. And then the Neo Constitution class. Yeah, what do you guys think? Curious. I really like them. I think it's a perfect evolution of Starfleet design, staying with the ethos of staying strong, but still going back to the roots of being exploratory ships. And for that matter, finally getting good enough at building models where I can, especially when we're doing stuff like this, talk about it. If you are here for Just the model, that's cool. Of course. But you notice that I only build Star Trek and Star Wars models. And that's on purpose. So, now I can finally talk a little bit about it. What do you guys think of the new Star Trek? I hate calling it new Trek. I'm a fan. You guys will listen to our podcasts. Picard and Strange New World have been some of my favorite Star Trek ever. Discovery's had its moments. And Lower Decks is absolutely one of my very favorite of all time. Man, it's turned out so good. Okay, did we miss anything up top? We did not. Let's go ahead and set that aside to dry. Go ahead and put it up for you guys to see, though. Yeah, really just offers that definition to the model. It just, this looks so good. I hope you guys also think as well, because once I discovered this effect, it's been a game changer. So, yeah, there we go. Now, let's grab our bottom hull piece here. We'll go ahead and get a little close up here of what that looks like. Yeah, it's kind of a cool, like, weird crab shape, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. So, I don't know. That's what I've heard it referred to as before. So, we're going to go ahead and start. Where do we start? Let's start here at the back. Deep Space Nine was my favorite Star Trek. The story, the characters. The Defiant. Maybe it was Captain Sisko, though. Yeah, it was Captain Sisko. He was, like, right from the outset. No problem looking Picard in the face and saying, bro. You know, I love that confidence. Avery Brooks is a weird dude. But an amazing actor. What was that movie with Ed Norton that he was in? American History X? Where Edward Norton played the neo-Nazi. You know, it'd be interesting to watch that these days. Yeah. Now, I didn't mind doing getting the weather effect. This is also how you, like, weather a model as well. Put this wash over the top, and then you, let me wash you real quick. Get this out here. Too much there. Thought it was into another panel line. So yeah, just kind of like you rub it on, and it's like giving it a bit of a weather effect, and I'm not too pleased about that, but hey, here we are. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more careful. Be a little bit more deliberate. This is probably one of my very final equipment purchases for model building that I've needed. It's the paint stand from Tamaya. I love Tamaya. Their stuff's amazing. They are definitely for model makers. Also has a spring stand. Put it on the screen real quick. So it's also one of these on a rotating base as well. And you can basically just set things on top. I thought about setting these on top, but this is just easier to work with. It's meant for like you want to paint a car or something like that. Which I've done one. I thought about doing more, but as I've expanded the channel, I ain't got time for that right now. Oh, those lines right there are a little tough. We shall survive with a little bit of excess paint. As we already have for a lot of this model. Oof. Ooh. Ooh. For whatever reason, that startled me into almost dropping the brush. That was weird. Go. Well, that turned out good. Nice. That was a good one. Look at that one. Oh, this is such a satisfying painting effect. Like, I look forward to this. And as I was planning out the paint for this, I was like, ooh, we get to do that first. And this is actually, like I said in the first video, we were focusing a lot on decal work, and that's true. But I'm going to try to be a little bit more focused on my paint detail. It's the one bit of the Havoc Marauder build that I wasn't too pleased with. I didn't do the greatest job of painting, but then again, it was also my first official scale model that I was building, so I'm being a little kind to myself, and being real. I've learned so much. I've watched so many YouTube videos, guys. And all I do is do this work. Watch modeling videos. This community is amazing. I really appreciate the support you all are giving. Okay. Getting close to being done with the bottom section. Then we only have just a little bit more to do here. Ooh. 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 Okay, so now I think just the very middle is left here. And there's that. Do we have everything yet? Yep, yep. A little bit over there, but hey, nothing we can do about it. So there we go. There are our panel lines. They're done. Oh, super good. Oh, nope. Ah. Aha. There we go. I was like, that looks great. No. I even just saw another one. There we go. Alright. There we go. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. Alright, let's grab our last little piece for hull paneling work today. And that's going to be this bad boy. So we have our two nacelle housings. And then we have the, I guess it would be the warhead pod right up here in front. So. And we're going to leave everything on the sprues until we are ready for assembly. Made the mistake with the Enterprise C. For whatever reason, took out the screws. And I'm still regretting that right now, because I'm working on that model. Super. I think I need to pick up a super fine point brush. I have a new paintbrush set, but what I thought was super fine point is not. This one is actually a much finer point than I realized. No reason that's not wanting to work right here. There we go. Maybe not enough paint on my brush. I mean, I will say, it probably will help with the overall effect on the hull, so I'm not going to be too sad about it, but definitely making a bit of a mess here. For whatever reason, over here is not wanting to cooperate. Yeah, for whatever reason, just thinner over there. Okay, that one's done. Let's go ahead and grab this nacelle pod. Looks like I paint a little bit here. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. Oh. Now, also for me to be super fine with something is very difficult, so currently cannot feel tip of my thumb because of carpal tunnel, which is great. It's cool stuff. Love it. Makes me happy. Well, get some excess off. That's a good one. That was a good one. So is that. this over here. And down to the end of the line there. Alright, that one's all taken care of. Wow, it makes these look so good. Jordan, you bought a turntable tonight. Use the turntable. Oh, that was a really good one. I'm going to try giving just a load up paint. Experiment here. Try to gently touch with a ton of paint. Not so sure about that. I wonder if I got too much paint. Too much of the spray. Gross word. Could very well be. Some of these lines don't want to define as nicely. Now, the more that this happens, the less I'm not so sad I am about it. It is kind of helping to give the hull a bit of a weathered feel to it. Not necessarily weathered, but more accurate color profile. Yeah, for whatever reason, some of these whole panel lines just don't want to take the ink. Didn't have any difficulty painting this one. Unlike the Enterprise C. Oh, yeah. Well, Bubba. And my kitten in the background. Making all sorts of noise. Now I hear her purring. Yeah, this whole panel sections over here are just not happy. Maybe I'm just going to go to the top one. You know what I'm not going to do? Fight him. Yeah, for whatever reason. I think I may have gotten too much spray over there. So, it is what it is. Hopefully it's not the case in all of these. Yeah. This one not so much. Maybe a little bit. And it's around the edges, which makes sense, yeah. I got too much paint around the edges. I was worried about that. Didn't realize it was going to manifest itself in this way, though. That's fine. It's good. No travesties here. Yeah, this one's not too bad. Still a little bit, but nothing as bad as the other side. This one here. This one here is pretty bad. Okay. Okay, it's a raised part. There we go. Lost a little bit here. Good one. So is that. Ooh, yeah. Paint seems to be going good on this one. Oh yeah. That one uphill, no problem. Yeah, it's around the edges, even here. Oh. So, get it on there just with a huge mess, that's all. Okay. And the last little bit for today. Realizing that I said we're going to do the clear parts, but I'm realizing that I don't have the clear green that I need. So apparently, you go to the hobby store every day, which has been this case this week. I was just like, oh no, after painting the blue on the Enterprise C, those 9 odd coats took most of my paint, and I still have the rest of the model to paint with that, so I grabbed a couple more bottles of it. It's the Vallejo blue-gray. The Mecha color blue-gray. Mecha color kind of falls in line with the Star Trek colors as well. And Star Wars colors, to be real. The color for this one is the just gray from Mecha color. Just straight gray. Yeah, I don't have the clear green. So I think we'll keep it kind of shorter today. Looking like it's a little long. This process does take a second. But I can tell you that this process has been made much easier by having this turntable. I realize as I'm getting ready to paint saucer sections and all of that we're definitely going to need better painting tabletop equipment here. And the new desk I've just been spending money on. Thankfully it's not money from my actual job. I've been saving up money from my business. My girlfriend and I run an Airbnb. We make money off of it, not a terrible amount. Put most of it back towards it, so yeah. So I've been saving up for it a little bit. Although I'm seeing a bunch that I missed right here. Yeah, I'm done. People are probably like, don't go, don't go. That was super satisfying. Yeah. Definitely would have oversprayed out here. That's fine. Alright, so in the next episode, we're going to take our top hull panel section, and we are going to, well, first, we are going to start with painting our clear pieces. Go ahead, let's do the blue and red, and I only need clear green for a tiny little bit of, it's so ridiculous. for the one marking, or the one running light that we have. So, but then we're going to focus on detail painting the top portion of the hull section. So, I think this one didn't turn out as great. Once again, we have some, what I was saying here, that could not get, I might take actually a file here and kind of run it along. Not here now though, but this one. Yeah, this is working. So I might take a file there, or I might just leave it. You never know. But overall, this did turn out pretty good. So yeah, the next one we're going to be detail painting the top portion of the hull here, and just kind of getting in where all the little electronics and stuff like that. I'm going to be studying a close-up detailed version of the Defiant and seeing, how everything is laid out on there, and do, our best to replicate that. So I have this nice little sprue thing here that I'm just going to go ahead and set these into. And then we have our bottom hull section there. So yeah, we're going to be doing some detail painting up top here next time. But otherwise, we're done for the day. I think that was pretty cool. Nice, quick, and easy. Nice definition on our hull panels. So, my friends, that's what we got for today. If you guys have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. Oh, my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world wherever you happen to be. And just remember that revenge is a dish best served cold.